right. This is all my stuff, most of my stuff. Today, what I'm gonna be doing is, if you are a beginner or you are just been doing photography for a while, but you don't really have a good camera bag set up, I'm gonna run you through the couple setups that I use to show you how you can actually be a lot more versatile with it than you think. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is kind of move around a lot of this junk, but I'm gonna show you the couple bags that I actually have used. The first one is, this is an actual camera bag. So, you know, you can drop this front little pouch. This isn't anything super fancy or anything, but you can just see kind of in there. You can store cameras and lenses, and then it has a little side pouch right there that you can shove in there and pull out if you want to. I have used this once or twice so far. Basically, this bag is a good bag if you want to only do photography when you go out and do something. And if you have a lot of stuff to pack with you. So I've been able to, you know, pack all my camera gear that I need in here. I can put a tripod on this here in the front. It's got a little pouch right here for it, so it can be really helpful. This is not a good bag if you're going to school or something like that, or you're going to work, or you're gonna edit photos afterwards and you need a laptop to fit in here. This has no space for that. You can open this whole inside up and make it one big bag, so you could put a laptop in there, but you're probably not putting anything else in there either. So it's pretty small and slim, but what I'm gonna do is show you how I would go about putting stuff in here as well. All right, so here's the backpack that is the actual camera bag. This bag, like I said, it doesn't fit my computer, it doesn't fit some of those things, but it's gonna fit basically all this camera stuff in one way or another. And I'm gonna show you how I would typically pack it and how you could pack it. And if you have a laptop that is at least somewhat smaller, you could actually get it to work. So I'm gonna open this up and you can see I have some space in here. I'm just gonna grab my camera. Now this has the like extra battery thing on here, so it just makes it a little bit bulkier. And this bag is a little bit thin, so, and I just pop that off of there. There we go. And this bag is a little bit thin, so it doesn't love having that thing on there, but you know, boom, make it work. Now the 50 millimeter, thankfully that thing's pretty small, so I can just kind of go right in there. Once again, it is a little tight, so I'm not in love with that. But then I'm gonna take my 100-400 right here, and I'm just gonna try and send it in on the side. And I like to do this one on the top because it hits the top pouch that goes to the top of the bag, and it lets it have a little bit extra room if it needs it. So I've got the camera equipment in there, and if I want to, I can take things like my lens here or any other lenses that I might have. I can store it right in there. And I can take any extra SD cards or anything like that and store it in there as well. But I am not doing that for right now. And then I can just shut this up. And as you can see, I have side access to some lenses if I want to on this side, with especially with that 50 millimeter. And on this side, I can zip it open and I can have access to the camera right there and pull it on out. Now with that extra battery pack thing on there, it makes it a little tighter to pull out, but it's not that bad. Now I can open up this little pouch right here, and I can start throwing some of this extra stuff in there. So this has my Rode mics and other stuff in there, like the cords that go along with it. And I can just pack it right in here. I typically have my GoPro that I'll shove in here, but I had to send off my GoPro due to it malfunctioning. This is like cleaning supplies that I can put in here. This is like a really good just stowaway area. This has my hard drive and file transfer for my SD card now. I typically won't actually take this with me on a trip unless I know for a fact that right afterwards I'm gonna be trying to upload stuff, but I'm just gonna show you that it can fit in here anyways. So that stuff's pretty rugged, so I can just kind of put it in on the side. And if I want to, I could even take this little GoPro magnetic clip, shove it right in here, and take this little cord. I actually would usually have this with my road stuff because this is for the GoPro, for the audio. But I'm just gonna put it in right there and zip that. And if I wanted to take my, this little charger over here is just a charger for my AirPods. If I wanted to, I could take it with me, but since I'm not planning on taking the laptop, tossing it off to the side. Finally, we have the tripod, which if you're gonna do, anything with landscape or whatever else, you're gonna want that tripod. So I've got this little clip that I actually added on here that went to another bag that I have. And I'm just gonna stuff this tripod foot right there. I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna loop this right through here and clip it. And there we go. So that's how I would set that up. And that obviously wasn't super tied down. The other thing I actually didn't mention was that this has a rain cover right here that I could take out and just use as a regular pocket if I wanted to, but I like to keep that there. So that's how you would stuff that bag full of things. So the second bag that I have used, that I use all the time, is actually not a photography bag at all. The rest of these really aren't, but it's just a North Face bag that I got from Dick's Sporting Goods. And you can see I've even got a Peak Design clip on it right here. I can fit a computer right into the back sleeve right here. It's got a camelback piece for it that I can slide in. I could put, the computer inside of here if I wanted to. It's got a really nice front pouch and another little pouch. It's got side pockets for water bottles or tripod or anything like that, which the other one doesn't even have. It doesn't have any pouches on the side. And it's got a little rain cover right here if I want to use that. So I'll go over that with you as well and show you how I pack it. So this North Face bag is my everyday bag that I use. And I'm going to be, showing you guys how you can use just an everyday kind of, trail backpack for adventure and for photography. So I have kind of customized this little setup by using a camera bag that you would get like a strap around your shoulder one. I cut all of it off. I cut pockets off the side and everything. Even took the back insert out so it's kind of floppy and not perfect. But I'm gonna use this to put inside of this bag. And I'll tip it up here in a second after I get done stuffing it in there. So now you can see how it just sits in there, and it's a little floppy right now, but once I start putting things in there, you're gonna see how it fills out. So I'm going to do this. Now you could put the camera in there with the lens on. I'm just gonna show you how I do it without that. So I'm going to flip this up, put my camera right in there, snug, and I'm gonna take my big telephoto and put it right in there pretty easily. I take my 18 to 135 and my 50 millimeter. It's gonna go right there. Now that was like 20 times faster than what I did with that regular camera bag. And this is not even a camera bag. This is just something I made into a camera bag. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna grab my fanny pack. Now I could do this without the fanny pack, but it's much easier with it. I'm gonna scoot that to the side, and this is where I'm gonna put my GoPro stuff. If I'm taking the GoPro and just doing all kinds of crazy things, I'm gonna put the chesty right there. Where's my little magnetic clipper at? Take the magnetic clip, put it in there, and then I would usually put the GoPro right in there too. I would also typically put batteries right here for the GoPro and for the Canon. And I just, like, again, don't really have those things. But I'm gonna put my filter right there. I'm gonna put my audio thing right there. I'm gonna zip that up. Once again, batteries would have gone there. And then I'm just gonna set it really easily right into the bag like so. So then I'm gonna take my road gear along with the fanny pack, stuff it right there. And the final thing that I might throw in there is my, you know, hard drive and stuff like that. And I can just stack it all in there. And it fits really, really well. Now I could have put some of that stuff in this really nice top pouch right here that I have, because I have still lots of extra space, but I'm gonna put the cleaning supplies right there. I've also got like a little Allen wrench for taking on and off stuff from my camera. I'm gonna take those headphone, or the headphone charger, and I would typically put the headphones in there as well. I could put the charger in there if I wanted to for my computer, but I'll probably just put the charger right there. And I'll put my laptop, getting really close to you guys. I'm just gonna put it right in there pretty easily. I'm gonna flip this all around, making lots of fun noise. And I've got this thing out pretty far, so that way I can loop it underneath. Put that in there. These things are like really stretchy, especially depending on how I've packed the bag and what side I'm putting stuff on. That down, and boom. Got my Peak design thing right there. And that is the North Face bag. And it's definitely my favorite, and it's my everyday carry one because I can take it to work and then jump right out into the trails and do what I want. The third bag that I use, and I actually put this bag in the other bags whenever I need to, mainly the North Face one, but it's a fanny pack. So I love this fanny pack. It is super good. I love it so much. I have fit my whole like camera system with like a camera and one lens in here. And the beauty of what I do with this is I'll put my camera body in here, and then I'll put like another lens in with it sometimes, and then I will have the other lens just attached to the camera body. So this is really good if I am walking around an area and I'm just being pretty casual, especially like walking through a city or something like that. I can have like my 18 to 135 just sitting right in there, you know, and pull it back out. I've actually never tried. I can fit my, that's amazing. I can fit my 100 to 400 lens in this. I actually have never tried that before, but I can just fit it in right there, zip it up, and I could have like my my other zoom lens attached to the camera, my 50 mil attached to the camera. I've even stuck my 50 mil in this little front pouch because it's so small. So I could actually fit my 100 to 400 in here, my 50 millimeter in here, and have like this on the front there. I don't think I can fit this there without messing it up. But yeah, so that's really cool. And then if I pull out the big one, I can put this one back in there and still have the 50 mil. So as long as this one or this one are in here one at a time, it works kind of well. All right, well that concludes my little video of how I do these bags. Once again, you have so many options of bags to get. This bag isn't like the most amazing camera bag in the world. It is meant for cameras and to put stuff in, but you can get ones that are more versatile, like Brevity, I think is how you pronounce it. You know, they make some. Of course, any of the other ones, Low Pro, they're all gonna make awesome bags for a high price. Like this North Face bag, they cost a pretty penny. I think I paid like $90 or something like that for it, which is about the price that you might pay for, you know, a nicer camera bag as well on the low end. But, you know, with this, I can like stuff my fanny pack. I can stuff this one, as you saw, in there. And it's actually my favorite bag that I use, you know, along with my fanny pack. This is my favorite one. I carry my camera equipment in here when I'm going to work and all of that. So I would encourage you guys not to get too insane with trying to find the perfect bag for yourself, I would encourage you just to use what you have, use what's available to you. That way you can really start to see what's helpful, and then, you know, whenever you know for sure that you need to upgrade your bag, go upgrade it. And don't feel bad about it once you do. So thank you guys again. I really hope that you enjoy this different kind of video other than just the therapeutic stuff. And I hope that you like and subscribe and check everything else that I got going on. Thanks guys, see ya.